What's going on, guys? Forz here, bringing another Destiny video. Now, we're going to be talking about Crota. Now, this is not going to be really a lore video. However, it's going to be in the contents of theories, in a way. I don't want to call it Destiny theories because someone's already doing that, and I don't want to really leech off of them 100%. But what I'm going to call this is still Destiny lore Crota. And I do want to kind of put this out here that beyond a certain point, it will be just my conjuration of speculation and just a little bit more on what the Hive really want. Why are they trying to take over, or why have they taken over the moon, and what are their plans for Earth? Why do they want to destroy Earth and stuff like that? So this Grimoire score actually goes into great detail, and I'll go ahead and read it for you guys right now, and then I'll give you guys my opinions and my thoughts on what is going on here. So let's go ahead and get right into this. Crota, son of Orax. He hides in the dark below, the monster of Luna, the titanic god knight who walked the regolith beneath a sky of green fire and butchered the greatest army of guardians ever assembled. We abandoned the moon rather than face him. Whispered lore and fragmentary theory suggest that Crota represents a distinct class of Hive entities, not resident in our material world. Now let's just stop right here where it just said this is kind of ridiculous, but it says Crota represents a distinct class of Hive entities, basically meaning that there is some type of Asgard-ish world or some other place beyond our physical world, the material world that we know, the universe, everything that it can be seen. So in a sense, there is a distant universe or a different type of reality not known by humans yet. And from here it's saying that there can possibly be other entities, and it's very that's kind of ridiculous, because if you think about it, even though Crota might not look to be so tough, but if you take this into an aspect of a guardian, this dude smacked so many people. Like, he eradicated, it was to the point where they had to leave the moon. They literally had to leave the moon, and they couldn't face Crota because he was just too powerful. And for this grimoire to say that there are possibly more Crotas, in a sense, like it's a little bit insane, but I really like that. And so as we continue further into the grimoire, you guys are gonna read or hear some interesting stuff, and I'm very honored to share that with you guys. So let's go ahead and get right into this again. My latest synthesis of this scattered esoterica suggests that Crota's home is a universe created or remade by his power and occupied by hive organisms of immense age. Any guardian formidable enough to return with information on the dark reality might help us understand the Hive's goal for our own world, and more pressingly, such an expedition might provide the key to Crota's defeat. So here, obviously, it's basically confirming there is another type of dimension where the Hive occupy, and my theory is this is probably where the Hives are created, essentially. Like, this is their origins, and it's kind of scary to think that a guardian would be tasked to go in there. I'm not sure if this is talking about the dark below. It might be. There's not enough information here to actually see if it is talking about the dark below. It's just saying I know there's an actual home for Crota. Like, Crota came from somewhere, okay, and maybe it's in that world. Like, in the dark below expansion, you get to fight Crota in this bizarre, weird alter universe, right? It's like, it's different from what we know is reality, because everything in there, it's like insanely tough, and these enemies that we never see anywhere else throughout the game are only in this one place, letting us to believe that maybe this is the universe where the Hive come from, basically, and these guys are just those high-ranking officials. But we don't know for sure. This is why I said this is just speculation, and of course there is an alter world where Crota comes from, and I guess where there possibly will be other Crotas, but not saying specifically other Crotas, but other god knights like him, or something even worse. but we also do not know if anyone has been able, well, we know that no one's been able to go in there alive, or go in there and come back alive, because they would reveal, maybe they would have revealed the secrets of the Hive and why they're trying to do so many things to us. And so I don't know, maybe Crota's end takes place in that world, maybe it takes place in the outskirts of the world, who knows. But as we'll find out here, there's a lot more interesting things to be said about Crota. So let's get right into it again. The epithet son of Orax is an ambiguous translation, often disputed. At this time, no direct action by Hive entities or of more expansive power has ever been observed. Those who trade in Hive lore bicker over the exact positioning of Crota. Is his world the apex of Hive power? Or is it the youngest and most accessible of a string of netherworlds, each host to a more terrible Hive archenemy? The nature and possible interrelationship of the Vex Gate system with the Hive Netherworld remains unexplored. So we basically have a little bit of a controversy here. We have, let's just say, Destiny scholars in the game who possibly think that, or are speculating if Crota's world, you know, where you fight Crota, is that world the apex of the Hive entities, or is it just the beginning? For me, I would like to think that that is just the beginning. That there is something out there, even more powerful than Crota, and it's just waiting to just lurk itself out of the darkness and just take over everything. This is why I think that they are trying to take over planets, because they probably have to have some kind of summoning system, or they have to have a number of space or whatever to actually summon this great entity. And we don't know what this is. We don't even know how many there are. There might be different deities inside this Hive Netherworld that we cannot even humanly comprehend. However, we do have one thing that leads to some controversy as well. In the last part of the grimoire, it says the nature and possible interrelationship of the Vex Gate system with Hive Netherworlds remains unexplored. We have not explored the Vex Gate system as of yet, nor have we explored the Netherworlds. These are the two worlds where they basically have, this is where their origins of the Vex, which is the Vex Gate system, and the Hive Netherworlds. This is the place that we have not yet explored. And so same thing with the Vex. I'm going to get going into the Vault of Glass a whole lot more in depth later on in the Destiny lore series, but this kind of just makes it like, okay, so there are other worlds, other realities, and this is where they're coming from. You would think that they probably came from a distant planet or something of that nature, but this grimoire is clearly stating that that's not the case. They're basically in an alter reality, and that's very interesting actually. And so let me know what you guys think about this. You can go ahead and check them all out in your grimoire score if you have it unlocked. If you have the DLC, I'm pretty sure I only have 16 out of 17 cards acquired for the Exalted Hive, but nonetheless, it's still interesting. I still have one more card to unlock. I don't know how to get that card yet, but hopefully maybe in a future video we can go over that and stuff. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think that there is more out there in the Hive's Netherworld, which is, you know, undoubtedly true? I'm pretty sure there is more, and Bungie will be able to even, you know, have just jump on that opportunity to even make bigger and stronger bosses for later, you know, Destiny later down the line. But it's, you know, still interesting to know about this stuff and to know that there is more to Destiny than meets the eye. I didn't want to say that for a Transformers reference, but whatever. So yeah, hopefully this was interesting for you guys. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like or a thumbs up. A comment on what you guys think is really happening up there on the moon. So I'll leave you guys to decide that for yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next one.